On today's recipe video, I'm making my Sunday morning smoothie, a delicious, whole food, plant-based, easy to make meal, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I hope you can stick around and see exactly how it's made. Welcome back to the kitchen. I am plant-based Gabriel, thanking you so much for joining me. Today we're going to be making something that I've been asked quite a bit about, and that is my Sunday morning smoothie. Now, I don't drink many smoothies. We will drink them more when it comes to the summer, when it's really hot in the mornings. We'll enjoy getting up and making a smoothie. But during the winter, pretty much all year round, if it's Sunday morning, you'll find me out in the garden early in the morning picking some beautiful fresh kale, and then I'll come inside and make my Sunday morning smoothie. Now, for the smoothie, it's really simple. We're just going to need a few ingredients. I've got 6 ounces of fresh kale leaves. Now, I will mention you can go ahead and strip off the leaves from the stem if you'd like. That definitely will help it to not be gritty. Personally, for me, not a really big worry of mine, so I go ahead and leave the stems on, a little bit extra fiber. We've got 2 frozen bananas. Now, if you're wondering how I peel and freeze my bananas and or how I know when to peel the bananas when they're perfectly ripe, the link to that video is below or above. We also have 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder and then a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm also going to be, and also we have 3 cups of water, which I've already put in the blender. But I'm going to be using my Ninja blender. Any blender you have will work. The more high-speed blender you have, the creamier it'll be, the less pieces that are going to be in there. So I'm going to be using my Ninja blender. Now to get started, we're just going to open that up and add in our ingredients. I like to add in the bananas first, just to make sure that they do get blended into that water. We've got our cocoa powder, vanilla extract, and then lastly our kale, which can be stripped or left whole like I'm doing. And I just fit it in there. And if you want to add more kale, you always can add more kale. This is just the right amount that I've found for me. I normally don't even measure it out. I just go out to the garden in the morning and pick enough to hold in my hands, and I bring it in. We've got that. Now we're going to blend this for 1 to 2 minutes. We want it to get nice and creamy. So again, the more high-speed blender you have, the less time you'll have to blend. So we're going to get to blending. We'll be back here in a second. All right, our timer just went off. Blend it for around a minute or 2. Take our lid off, set that to the side. You can see it's become a nice creamy consistency. Really, it's a chocolate kale smoothie, so don't expect it to look like the prettiest thing in the world. We've got our glass here. I'm just going to pour some in and go ahead and give it a try. Now, I will normally, if you can believe it, drink all of this in a morning. This will easily be a great smoothie for 2 to 4 people. If you are someone who just likes to drink a ton of smoothie in a morning, then go ahead and have it all yourself. But it can be spread out, and I know the kids, you might have to add maybe another banana in there. If you want to make it a little sweeter, you always can add another banana or some maple syrup, but kids really like this one as well. It's a nice chocolatey flavor. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. Delicious. There's a reason I drink that every Sunday morning. It's just so good. We're normally on the go Sunday morning, so I'll go out, pick some kale, bring it in, get this mixed up, get it in a big to-go like a Yeti container, and I'll drink it on the road. But a really great smoothie, one that I enjoy, and I know a lot of other people have asked about it. I've told them about it, and so I know they've enjoyed it as well. And it's just a great way to be able to use your fresh produce. I mean, this morning, I was out in the garden, and I picked the kale that I used in the smoothie, and then I picked some collard greens, which I'm going to be making for lunch today. So it's a great way to use what you have when you're growing it, and you can always find kale at the grocery store. It'd be about a bunch of kale if you go to the grocery store and use it. So a great way to get some delicious nutrients in the morning. I'm not a huge smoothie person. Again, I only drink one about once a week, but when I do drink one, this one is normally the one I go with this time of year. So If you guys like today's recipe video, go ahead and give it a like and make sure you hit the share button because that helps others be able to see whole food plant-based vegan recipes just like this one. If you haven't already, make sure you like the page, subscribe to the page, hit that little bell, and as always, this recipe, my past, and all my future recipes can be found at plantbasedgabriel.com. And I am Plant-Based Gabriel. Thanking you guys so very much for watching here with my Sunday morning smoothie. Hoping that I will see you again soon.